Hi, everybody. It is the beginning of 2024. We are, I don't know if it's January 9th or January 10th when I'm filming this. Might even be January 8th, I'm not sure. But it was about time that I did this. I've been in a really strange place. My life is turned upside down in so many different ways. As you notice, I'm sure, I'm filming from a different place. I had a leak in my house I don't even know where I'm supposed to be looking. So if I'm looking strangely, it's because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. So last year I had a leak, and I think I mentioned it in one of the videos that I did put out. And it was caused by my air conditioner. Apparently there was a clog in the system and the pan must have overflowed or something like that. And I was able to get the issue itself resolved rather quickly, but then I had to deal with the aftermath of it. And I had been away for a couple of days. So it made it kind of difficult because it was such a mess that I came back to. I wound up getting ServPro in to do the mitigation, the water mitigation, to deal with the mold remediation, and to do what they call a pack out. Because so many things were going to have to be repaired in the house, because it's a continuous space, I had to deal with some issues of having no stuff around. So I can't film in the living room. I guess I could film in the dining room because I do still have the dining room table in there, but most of the other stuff is gone. They wound up cutting out a piece of my floor. They cut out parts of the sheetrock and all of that. And it's been in that condition for a couple of months now. And to be honest with you, it's been driving me crazy because I really need to get the house back in some semblance of order. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to do because there are so many things that need to be dealt with. In the middle of all of this, I have made a change in my real estate relationship. I had been with Douglas Elliman for a really long time and am no longer. And what happened was they all have E&O insurance that covers us for any, obviously, errors and omissions in any real estate dealings we have. And their E&O is higher than everybody else's, or everybody else that I know. So to make a long story short, I have a new affiliation now. I am with Realty Connect USA, and they're lovely people over there. And it's going to be a big change for me because, as I say, I was with the old company for a really long time. But I really haven't been doing a whole lot after my surgery and with the issues with my leg, and then dealing with that couple that, I was definitely going to be selling a house to until they wound up buying without me. It was devastating. So I had that to deal with. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And I am doing my Ubering and DoorDash occasionally, and Grubhub, just trying to make things work. Ultimately, I think I'm going to have everything straightened out, hopefully sooner rather than later, but I'm living with a mess. I don't have access to much of my stuff. I didn't realize they were going to be taking out so many things: my paperwork, my file cabinets, my furniture with all the stuff in it. So it's hard. And I'm doing the very best I can, and I'm trying to stay as relaxed as I can because I know when I get tense, it only makes things worse. So I'm hoping that I can function, well, I mean, I'll function to the best of my ability, whatever that turns out to be. My leg, there are days when it's been really hard to walk, and there are days when I'm in so much pain, but there are days that are better too. And I've been going for physical therapy lately. I love physical therapy. I love my physical therapist. He's a great guy. And some of you who've been with me for a long time might remember I had done a video from his place when I had my first surgery and when I went for the rehab. And it was just so good. And anyway, I love the guy. His name is Graham Webb. It's Summit Physical Therapy. They're right in town. So that makes it easier for me. And again, functioning day by day. There are a couple of things that I also wanted to share with you. I mean, there's a lot that I'm going to have to play catch up with bit by bit because I can't put it all into one video. It's been really hard for me to come back and film because of the crazy hours that I've been working with Uber. I've been going out in the afternoon and working sometimes till 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, sometimes later. I have to tell you about New Year's Eve. That was interesting, but I'll do that in a separate video. In any case, I'm very, very grateful also because since my surgery, I wore high heels my entire adult life. I think from the time I was 14 or 15, I put on my first heels and I never looked back. But for the past 5 years since my first surgery, I'm happy I can walk and not fall over. So high heels are not on the agenda at the moment. But I've been wearing shoes by a company called Kizik, and a lot of you may know it. They are wonderful because they are step-in shoes. You literally stand there, you have the shoe on the floor, you step into it, the back bounces back up, it doesn't crush the back. And I got a couple of gift cards this year, and I decided that I was going to get myself new shoes because they really make my life so much easier. So this is what they look like. They're really, really nice shoes. This is the side view of it. This is the bottom. You can see I've worn it just a tiny little bit so far. It's got a pretty decent grip. Some of the models have more of a grip. I love the color on this one. I also wear a lot of jeans these days, and this certainly works well with that. And this is the company name. So I just wanted to share that with you. The last pairs that I got back then have lasted me and worn well for 5 years. So I really have no complaints, but I was happy to be able to replace it. Another thing that I've done for myself recently that has made a tremendous difference to me is I started to buy candles again. I haven't had candles for a very long time, but they relax me. They just absolutely relax me. And when you get a nice scent, it just takes me down a notch. One of the ones, I've been buying my candles, I've been buying from a few companies, but Goose Creek is one of my favorites. I love their candles. I love the throw on most of the candles that I've gotten from them. What I do not like, they take the longest to send their stuff of any company I deal with. But I do like the stuff enough to make it worth my while, so I do continue to get them. These are 3-wick candles. This thing smells so good. It's Coffee House. And the funny thing is, I'm not a coffee drinker, I'm a tea drinker. But I love going into Starbucks. I love the smell of Starbucks. If I could import that smell into my house, I would be a very happy camper. So this is what it looks like. By and large, it burns pretty clean. You have to trim the wicks if you want it to burn clean, and I keep them to about 1/4 of an inch. But really wonderful. I love it. And another strange thing is I discovered quite by accident. I've been shopping at Bath and Body Works for years and years and years for my body products, and I never even knew that they have lip gloss. Never knew it. So I picked that up, and I love it. I really love it. It is, you really need very, very little of, where is it? Hello. You need very, very little of it. So let's see. It really feels very, very good. I do have to clean it off though before I close it. So that was one of the discoveries. And also, I use a lot of hand sanitizer because I'm out there, you know, and I want to make sure that I keep my hands clean and I don't pick up any bugs, especially this season. So they have the sanitizers, and Goose Creek also has them, and I picked up some from both. I also find, I'll have to show it to you when I'm dressed in something less, that has less coverage, but if you take a look, I mean, I think my arms look pretty good considering I'm not young, and they don't look dry anymore. I've been really being very, very good about using cream on it, and I think it's made a tremendous difference for me. So those are the things that are going on for right now. There's a lot more, and again, I have to break it down, but I just wanted to do an initial video, certainly for this year. I know I had talked to everybody and said that I was going to do the lives again, and I would love to do it. My only issue is when, because I've been working so much and trying to, you know, just kind of make ends meet, that it's been hard to pick a time. I do know, I see that Palm Springs Cindy had done a couple, and I see a few people have been doing them, so it's no longer the way it was when I was first doing mine, but I would love to come back and do it. I think we all had such a good time when I did. So that's my story for today. I love you all. Thanks for watching if you've chosen to come back and give me another look. And I will see you soon from whichever room is functioning. Take care and have a great 2024.